going on, guys? I want to showcase a strategy that I found that I'm currently making absurd amounts of money with. This is doing 8-mon Blight maps with zero investment in your build. The only things that you need on your, like the only damage I have on my build is a 4-link Stormbrand that I'm going to use with has Coiling Strike. That's the only reason why. You can see my total DPS is 1800. The damage doesn't matter, it's only for Coiling Strike. The point of this build, this strategy, is for people that have really bad builds that really can't farm, like mine when I put together Herald of Thunder Auto Bomber. Yeah, I mean, I am using my meme staff that I made. But it turns out it just wasn't that good for mapping. I couldn't really comfortably clear Alkengo tier 16s. So I was looking for another way to farm a lot of currency, and that's when I found Blight maps. Now, 8-mod Blight maps, turns out you don't actually need to do any damage whatsoever. Your towers can full clear for you. The only thing that you really need to do is have the annoyance, which are arc damage and scout tower damage, are the only annoyance that I used. And that's about it. Your towers will full clear everything else, even in 8-mod Blight maps. I've done 100 or just over 100 Blight maps that are all 8-mod corrupted, and the map itself is dropping roughly 110 chaos profit per map. But the way you really get the money is completions. So 8-modded completions, which we can see in our challenges tab. If we don't hide that, there is the Blight completion that I don't even remember the name of, to be honest. Under complete Blight encounters, you see there is a complete a rare and corrupted Blight map with at least 8 mods that's tier 14 or higher. This completion sells in TFT for 150 chaos. Now in Trade Chat, which is where I advertise them, it costs me 75 chaos a portal, and it fills instantly almost every map. I'll get 2 to 4 people. So what I do is I'll copy and paste something like this, where I'm saying willing to sell 8-mod Blight map completion, only 75 C, 150 C on TFT, PME frame might, and then I put the time till map completion. So I'll always post that at the beginning, and when I'm like halfway through the map, I'll post it again and put like 3 minutes, and then I'll do like one where there's 1 minute left, and be like 1 minute last call for any stragglers that want to join in. If I get 2 or 3 people right off the bat, then I normally just ignore it. I don't really care that much to keep reposting it. I only repost it when I don't have anybody in the party yet. But normally I think I've always had at least one person in the last 50 maps that I've done, even running in back to back in sessions like I'm doing right now. People will just always message you. I normally get 2 or 3. So we'll post this right now in 8:20 and trade 1. I can't even send another message. Okay, there's 1. We'll go ahead and get started. We'll invite people along the way. There's a second. That's an 150 chaos profit, assuming we can complete the map. For the map itself, split into 4 quadrants. There's 4 rooms here. Each one of these doorways, we want 1 empowering, 1 seismic, 1 cold, and then either 1 arc or 1 scout. In this case, we have both, so we're kind of just gonna spam scout and arc towers. So we'll do it cold back here, seismic here, and then we just really put scout and cold. Tier 3 for all these. The only tier 4 towers you make are scout and arc towers. Those are the only ones that you need. Everything else is just straight up overkill. The reason why we go arc and seismic and cold is because it basically just stops everything. I normally do it when I split the map in 4 quadrants, no matter what the map is. In this case, there's only 4 doors, so you can put them on doors, that's the best. And they will basically just get stuck here and never move. It's really nice, and then your towers can just mount them away.
The Blight is trying to spread!
The only map mods that I do, I always anoint my maps with 3 ambers. is reduce cost of towers, so we can just spam towers, because this strategy was literally made around not having any money, or not having a good build that can clear my towers normally. So you basically have to do this. Unless you're doing damage yourself, then obviously it's no problem. You can just do anything. Any annoyance, then you know there's way better annoyance for actual looting.
Must have time to
But in this case, just to show that towers can do it themselves, or if you have a bad build that doesn't have any DPS, you really need the 3 hammer anointment, so your towers can really carry. The only mods that I try to stay away from are this one right here, max life is max ES, and the what's it called? Unique bosses have more life. This is mostly because in this case, when towers are doing everything, those can be relatively rippy. I shouldn't say rippy, it's really just more that your towers can't really do all the damage themselves. So you see here, like, they all get to the door and then they just stop. They hit the cold tower, and with the sides of the tower, they just get trapped in there. And it just creates this lockdown that feels really good. I also like to throw in some meteors every now and then, just because they do a thick amount of damage, and their range is ludicrous. Besides that, we can just sit here and chill. Towers will kill everything. The only thing I need to do is throw a storm band with Coring Strike on bosses if they get too close. Like this one down here. I mean, it's gonna be trapped in the door for a while. He's not going anywhere, so I don't really care. What the? Where are you? Okay, there's definitely no tile here, but I guess they're gonna attack me anyway. That's cool. Where are these dudes coming from? Now there's a path there. There wasn't before. But anyways. Ruining my no attack showcase. Anyways. Most of this profit, it's really nice when you have the completion. I think the biggest problem for me with farming strategies is you don't get a lot of raw chaos. Like, you get a lot of loot, but then you have to like sit down and you actually have to take the time to sell all of that loot, and it just doesn't feel that good. The good thing about this strategy is that it guarantees raw chaos every single map. So do another one just because we have 2 people. I normally just send 2 messages in 820 and 1 in trade 1, because 820 is constantly being spammed with 5-way carry guys, and trade 1 is mostly just trading. I don't want to be a dick and spam rotas in trade 1. I hate people like that, even though I'm kind of being like that right now. But as you can see, we set up the kind of lock points at each door, and we don't have to do anything. I haven't attacked once, except for the random dudes that ran up here. Everything else has been the towers clearing all the bosses and killing everything else, even with a bad life mod. Even with the 61% of max life as he has, they're still getting, they're still destroying every boss. Mostly just because of that lockdown effect that we create. In this case, we have a full HP boss somehow. No idea how that happened, because the ones that here, oh, it's because of the bubble dude. Yeah, they can be kind of annoying, especially when you're going scout towers or arc towers, because they're inside the bubble, they can just not get hit. So sometimes you actually have to attack them, but for selling the completion, they come in and they just sit AFK. It doesn't matter when they come in, even if it's already over. The map doesn't finish until everything is dead. So we just sit here and wait for towers to kill. I don't have to do anything. Normally, what I'd be doing is I'd run through the whole map and kill all the stragglers. Because with white maps, even if the timer's gone, the map doesn't end until everything is dead. but for the purpose of the showcase, I just want to show that you literally need nothing and no damage on your build. You just need good tower placement. That's it. This works for any map, even really open layouts that don't have these locks. It's the same thing. Tier 3 empowered, tier 3 seismic, tier 3 cold, and then spam arc or scout towers. And that's it. Sometimes, like I said, you can throw in some meteor towers just to nuke stuff off screen. In this case, because I have two guys waiting on me, I am going to turn on my Herald of Thunder and slowly kill these dudes because my DPS is kind of trash, which is all what I started farming these. Good thing about Herald of Thunder is that I can also beam them through the wall, so that's really safe for my build specifically. But after that, we'll just run through, we'll kill everything, kill these stragglers way up here, and it's done. And we got the loot in the middle, which is normally like, yeah, nothing. And then this is where we get most of our money. In this case, we only got 2 people. It is 2 in the morning for me, so on a weekday, so I doubt there's many people that are actually trading right now, or like online right now. But normally doing this on like Friday evenings or any evening, you get a lot of people, and I almost always get 3 or 4 people, especially during hot times. So just like that, we have 150 chaos profit from this. We can do a chest just to show. Most of the time, you're not really going to find anything good. Armor, weapon, and jewelry chests are useless. The only reason why I open them is because of the only node on the entire tree that affects Blight maps, and that's this. 25% increased effective modifiers, which is useless, but then Blight chests have 80% more chance to contain blighted maps. These could actually drop from any map, not just map or cartographer chests. They can drop from any chest, which is why I open all of these useless maps. I don't really get that many Blight Ravage maps, to be honest. I mean, they're like 10 chaos per, so they're nice to get, but I normally get them like, I don't know, one in like every 5 or 6 maps. They're not really that insane. Most of our currency from the map comes specifically from oils and stack decks. Stack decks obviously you can sell for a lot, or you can open them. I open them all because I like wasting all my money and gambling, pretending I'm gonna get something good, even though I know I'm never going to. But you know, it's okay. But most of it you'll get from oils, like silver. There is a couple chaos. I don't remember how much is silver right now. I don't even know. It is 17 chaos. There you go. That pays for the map itself. I don't really know why I pick up all the trash ones like sepia and teal and all that crap. It's completely pointless. I have like 1,000, but at this point I just do it because I don't know. They're useless. They're never gonna sell in bulk, and I'm way too lazy to trade up like 1,000 clear oils or whatever. Like, it's not good. But reflected oils are very profitable. There's like 40 chaos per, golden's like 50 chaos. The tainted chaos, or tainted oil is, I don't even know, it's a lot. Those are kind of our quote unquote bigger drops. I don't really care about the rest of this map. This is really just to showcase it. But yeah, for the actual map, I throw in sack frags. That's it. And it's just any 8 mod Blight. As you can see in here, this is from, I just did a small showcase of 20, except that was 80 maps ago, and now I need to clean this tab out. I cropped all these maps in bulk. I get a lot of what I need. I also cropped it a bunch without anointing them by accident, so these are all kind of useless. Like, I don't remember, I had an 8 mod that doesn't have the anoint. I'm probably never going to do on this build because this build has no damage, so I can't. But maps like this is probably the only maps I wouldn't do, only because it's 35% increased life to bosses and an extra 43% of max life is max ES. If you have just one, like just increased life or just max life as ES, it's not an issue. I haven't tried both, so like I have no idea. It could be super profitable, I have no idea. But or I shouldn't say super profitable, I mean like super easy, like it's still doable. I have no idea, but in my case, I just tend to avoid maps like this, so I just probably not gonna run this one. Um, but any other mod doesn't matter. Max minus max res, LE reflect, none of those matter. The only thing that matters is that you have a Clothing Strike setup for bosses, and in my case is Stormbrand Clothing Strike. This is both useless. This is just for Heart of Thunder, but just to help out with bosses, those are the only things that you're gonna struggle on are bosses. Other things to look out for are the on-death effects from our beloved Arch Nemesis mods, because you will get off-screen from 5 screens away by some stupid magma orbs or other crap. I have no idea. It's not a fun time, but anyways, I just thought I'd share the strat. It's super nice. I'm making that map alone. We made 150 chaos. This stuff is not as good. Everything in the map was probably only like 30-40 chaos tops, including the silver oil. So we only made about 200 chaos that map. But anytime you get a reflective oil or golden oil or silvers and opals, you're making bank. Or you get 3 or 4 portals instead of just 2 people, and now all of a sudden you're making 300 chaos per map with just 4 people tagging along, requiring no investment. And it doesn't require TFT. As you saw, I literally just posted through it in trade, and random people pay out to me and said they wanted to join. So I have all this loot I can sell eventually, and I also have a lot of raw chaos. Yeah, so that's just my build. Not build. My strat for farming currency. I hope it can help other people that have no real money or not a good build. But yeah, thank you for watching, and best of luck.